Here we go. Picksandparlays.net college football edition. We're back. Sniper West is back. We have 4 free pick winners coming for you in this Saturday's college football action. Wes, welcome back.
Yeah, love being here, man. Love doing the Picks and Parlays show with you, and just a fantastic time of year. I know I say it every single week, but I think we have still 42 days of football every single day left, which is a good thing. We have NBA right around the corner next week, and we have college basketball starting as well. So what more could you want as far as being a sports fan or a sports handicapper?
Oh, yeah. I mean, with the NBA starting next week, you have the baseball playoffs, NBA, NHL, college, NFL, just a full slate of action. So let's jump right in with our college football for this Saturday. First game I'm going to take a look at features Penn State and Iowa. We all know what happened with Penn State, don't we? Started off 3-0, ranked as high as number 2 in the country, and they lost 3 straight games. I mean, Oregon, you could kind of say, well, they should have won that one, but that was a tough team. Then they went out to UCLA, 21-point favorite, lost outright. 21.5-point favorite, Northwestern, lost outright. James Franklin's gone. Drew Aller's out for the year. They have a new head coach, redshirt freshman quarterbacks in now. And Iowa's only -3. I think they're baiting us to take Iowa. I like Penn State here. It's hard to prepare for a team that's hungry with a new head coach. The players like this guy, former wide receiver Terry Smith. So I think Penn State's going to come out strong. It's Ethan Grunkenmeyer, redshirt freshman. So he did get some practices under his belt over the last few years. And we'll go with Penn State here, +3. I think they'll be fired up in this game. And I think the public's going to be all over Iowa, but we're going to go with Penn State here to get a win. No more distractions on the road. I think it's a good spot for them.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's just crazy with the James Franklin thing. And I mean, they have a new coach and a new quarterback. It's like a whole new look, but you are probably right. I'm sure the public's going to be on the other side. So, that's how they build those big casinos in Vegas is you fade the public, right? So
one trend I saw, I wrote it down here. Let me find it. Teams off upset losses as a favorite of 6 or more versus an opponent that's off a double-digit win, 27-5 since 2021. So Iowa beat Wisconsin 37-0 on the road last week. So look for a little bit of a letdown here at home for Iowa. And one thing I do like, Iowa, their quarterback doesn't run. Penn State has trouble with teams that pass the ball and mobile quarterbacks. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I like Penn State here, plus the 3 points.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what. I am going to go over to the SEC, Tony, and I'm going to take a look here at Arkansas and Texas A&M. So obviously Texas A&M, they have owned Arkansas lately. They beat them 3 straight times, and they have beat them 9 of the past 10 head-to-heads. So that is a ton of revenge for the Arkansas Razorbacks here. I think they're going to bring an all-out effort here at home and try for the upset win. Don't forget, this is the first time that this game is being played in Arkansas in their home stadium since 2013. Why? Because they have played it in Jerry World almost every single year. In 2020, during COVID, they actually played it at College Station. But, it's been in Jerry World for pretty much the past decade. So it hasn't been here in 12 years. So these fans are going to be jacked up. The players are going to be jacked up. Obviously, Bobby Petrino, he is the interim head coach. Sam Pittman was fired after that loss to Notre Dame. It's kind of funny that Bobby Petrino is now the interim head coach after he was the head coach at Arkansas for years, right? Just an interesting situation there. But the Aggies, they're going to be without their top rusher, Le'Veon Moss, which is going to hurt them a little bit. Marcel Reed, fantastic quarterback for Texas A&M. I get it. He's going to be tough to slow down. But remember, if these Hogs, the Arkansas Razorbacks, they played Tennessee. They gave Tennessee all they wanted, man. They hung tough. They only lost by 3 points. I think it's going to be very similar. Give me the Arkansas Razorbacks to keep this one close. I will take the 7.5 points and put them in my back pocket.
All right. Let me write that down. Arkansas plus 7.5.
Yeah.
And guys, give us a like, subscribe, thumbs up. A lot of you, more and more viewers every week. Like, subscribe, and thumbs up. And also, add your comments down below. We check this daily. If there's a game you're interested in or have a question about, put it in the comments below, and we'll try to get back to you within 24 hours with, at least a recommendation or opinion if we have one on that game, if it's not a premium play at picksandparlays.net. Also, more free picks, not only from Wes and myself, other handicappers at picksandparlays.net. Wes, we got 2 more winners for everyone out there today. I'll go with how about LSU and Vanderbilt. This is another big game here on Saturday. LSU, both teams are 5-1, LSU and Vanderbilt. LSU comes in ranked number 10. Vanderbilt ranked number 17th in the nation. Vanderbilt, a 2-point favorite. How about this? First time ever Vanderbilt has been favored in an SEC game. So I found that very interesting. So first time ever they've been favored in an SEC game. I think they're telling you something right there. Although they are 0-10 all time against LSU, but this is a different Vanderbilt team this year. They're very good, not only defensively, but offensively. They're coming off a loss against Alabama, but they had a week off. So they're rested, playing with some revenge against LSU. The head coach, Clark Lee, has the team playing extremely well, averaging 43 points per game, only allowing 19 points per game. Now, LSU only allows 12 points per game, but they haven't scored over 20 points all season long. So both teams play solid defensively. LSU struggles on offense. I think Vanderbilt at home here gets a big win over LSU. Let's back the Vanderbilt Commodores on Saturday minus the 2 points.
There you go. Vandy, I got a couple really good friends that actually went to Vanderbilt back in the day, and they are beside themselves. We have a group text, and they just constantly text me about how good Vandy is. I'm like, well, about time. You guys have waited a long time, so finally getting your thunder.
It's been a while.
All right. Well, I am going to head to the.
Who was the good quarterback there? Was it Cutler? I think Cutler was at Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah. Jay Cutler. Yeah, Jay Cutler went to Vanderbilt. In fact, he was the quarterback when my buddies went to Vanderbilt. He was actually the quarterback. So that was the last time they were actually a pretty decent team, is when they had Jay Cutler.
A while ago.
Yeah. So Tony, I'm going to head over to the Big Ten here. I'm going to take a look at Rutgers and Oregon. So this is the first time these two teams have ever met. And it makes sense because last year was the first year they were both in the Big Ten, right? But last week was not a great look for Oregon, at Indiana. They got mollywopped, and they're probably going to want to bounce back here. But I think Rutgers can hang tough here, man. It's, about a 17-point spread. We'll call it 17 for purposes of the video. Rutgers sits at 3-3 overall. They've been sharp against the number, though, man. They're 5-1 against the spread, 3-1 on the road. Although I think they're at home. This game is at Rutgers. But But they came out that loss to Washington, right? So Rutgers, they lost to Washington 38-19 last week. I watched the majority of that game because I was on Washington. I laid the points with Washington. But Rutgers played really well, man. In fact, I didn't think Washington had a chance to cover that game because Rutgers was up a pretty good amount at the end of the first quarter, at the end of halftime. And then finally Washington came back and there was a regression to the mean and they covered that game. But Rutgers played 3 quarters of good football. They need to play a full game of good football here. And I think they're going to do that. I think they're going to get up for Oregon. Their quarterback, Rutgers quarterback, Athan Kaliakmanis, that's hard to pronounce, but he's been solid this year. 66% completions, 152 quarterback rating, only 3 interceptions on the year. I think he plays well here. I'm going to take the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. It's probably going to be a pretty good public fade too, talking about fading the public, right? And let's roll with Rutgers here plus the points. I think that is the right side.
All right. Sounds good. Tell everyone where they can find you on Twitter or X.
Yeah, so I'm at the Sniper Picks on X, and of course you can find all my selections at picksandparlays.net, the #1 sports consultant in the business. I have USC this weekend. We have CFL this weekend. We have NFL. We have college basketball around the corner, NBA around the corner. Just hockey's back. It's just crazy. I lose myself in all the sports I have to do. It's just a lot of work, Tony, but it's a lot of fun too.
It is. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Good luck with your action, and be sure to visit picksandparlays.net every single day for free picks, premium plays, and more. Hope you enjoyed our video. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again next week with more college winners.